Sulci and gyri on the superolateral surface of cerebral hemisphere. To get orientation, frontal pole, occipital pole and anteriorly facing temporal pole. So now the superolateral surface. Let us start with central sulcus. Central sulcus or sulcus of Rolando begins 1 cm behind the midpoint of frontal and occipital poles by cutting the superomedial border, and it runs downwards by making an angle of 70 degrees and ends just above the posterior ramus of the lateral sulcus. It forms the boundaries between the motor area of the cerebral hemisphere in front and sensory area behind. Now the lateral sulcus. The lateral sulcus begins as a stem on the inferior surface, and on the superolateral surface it gives 3 rami: the anterior horizontal, anterior ascending and posterior ramus. Now parieto-occipital sulcus. Parieto-occipital sulcus is seen 5 cm in front of the occipital pole. It lies more on the medial surface. Now sulci and gyri on the frontal lobe. In front of the central sulcus lies precentral gyrus. In front of precentral gyrus there is precentral sulcus, and it runs downwards and forwards parallel and little anterior to the central sulcus. Anterior to the precentral sulcus there are 2 sulci which run horizontally: the superior frontal sulcus and inferior frontal sulcus, dividing this area into superior frontal gyrus, middle frontal gyrus and inferior frontal gyrus. Anterior and ascending rami of the lateral sulcus, anterior ascending, anterior horizontal, include the area called as pars triangularis. Behind the anterior ascending ramus lies pars opercularis, and below the anterior horizontal ramus extending on the orbital surface lies pars orbitalis. Sulci and gyri on the parietal lobe. Postcentral sulcus runs downwards and forwards behind and parallel to the central sulcus. Between these two is the postcentral gyrus. Now there is intraparietal sulcus. It divides the parietal lobule into superior parietal lobule and inferior parietal lobule. Now surrounding the upturned end of posterior ramus of lateral sulcus is supramarginal gyrus. Sulci and gyri on the temporal lobe. There are 2 sulci in this lobe which run parallel to the posterior ramus of lateral sulcus: superior temporal sulcus, inferior temporal sulcus. It divides the lobe into superior, middle and inferior temporal gyri. The superior surface of superior temporal gyrus has got 2 transverse gyri, anterior and posterior. Now sulci and gyri on the occipital lobe. Lunate sulcus. It is a C-shaped sulcus with a forward convexity and lies just in front of the occipital pole. There is a lateral occipital sulcus running horizontally. Above it lies the superior occipital gyrus, and below it lies the inferior occipital gyrus. Then transverse occipital sulcus running from the superomedial border to the upper part of occipital lobe. This is the inferior surface of cerebrum: frontal pole, temporal pole, occipital pole. Orbital part anteriorly and tentorial part posteriorly. Now sulci and gyri on the orbital part. Olfactory sulcus, gyrus rectus lying medial to the olfactory sulcus. The olfactory sulcus lodges the olfactory bulb and the tract. Lateral to the olfactory sulcus we have H-shaped orbital sulcus. And now because of this sulcus, anterior, posterior, medial and lateral orbital gyri. Coming to the tentorial surface. Tentorial surface on its medial aspect shows the collateral sulcus. Anteriorly, there is a short rhinal sulcus. Laterally, the longer sulcus that is seen is the occipitotemporal sulcus. Now, medial to the collateral sulcus, we have parahippocampal gyrus. The anterior end of the gyrus is hook-shaped and called as uncus. Now, lateral to the collateral sulcus, we have medial occipitotemporal gyrus, and lateral to the occipitotemporal sulcus, we have the lateral occipitotemporal gyrus.